It's an extremely exciting day today because not only am I going to one of the best pizza places in New York City, I'm going to one of the best pizza places in the entire country. I'm going to Lucali's, and I'm here in Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn. Well, the restaurant doesn't even open for over 2 hours, part of the experience. And if you want to eat there, you got to get there early. That's because the restaurant really doesn't do reservations. You get there, you put your name on a list, and then apparently they call you back when it's your time to eat. And from what I've read on Yelp, the time when you actually get your name on the list, it happens before the restaurant opens. It seems to vary. I've heard people mention like at 5, after 4, I don't know. The plan is to get there as soon as possible. That way, I don't have to worry about it. I have made it to Lucali. I'm right outside. It doesn't seem like there's any line yet, but I'm gonna get in. Doesn't hurt to be first. Right in front of the restaurant now, seated on a bench, first in line. It is 3:40. The establishment opens at 5:45. Let's see how long it takes. I knew that I would be waiting, so I brought a book. However, it wasn't long until other diners began to arrive. Lucali opened in 2006 when Mark Iacono, a local with no culinary experience, leased the building which was once a beloved candy store from his youth. He wanted to save the space from becoming another generic outpost of a chain restaurant or business. Mark learned how to make pizza through trial and error, but with a passion and drive to craft the kind of pie he enjoyed. Great news. So about 25 after 4, a woman from the restaurant came outside with the list, took my name down. I was the first one, by the way. Basically, all I have to do is come back at around 5, and then it's time to make pizza dreams come true. So I've got about a half hour before 5. The plan is just to wander around this neighborhood. This is my first time in Carroll Gardens, and from what I've seen so far, it looks like a very pretty place. So yeah, gonna do a little exploring. Since opening, Lucali has received a multitude of praise. Jay-Z and Beyonce even skipped the Grammys to dine at the establishment. For me, Lucali has been one of my bucket list restaurants for years. When I returned to the restaurant at 5, all of the tables and chairs were set up. The atmosphere is another aspect that sets Lucali apart from the typical pizzeria. Candles adorn every table, and the whole place just feels warm and inviting with a sense of beauty. All right, just got seated promptly at 5 o'clock. I don't know what the deal is. I thought the restaurant opened at 5:45, but I'm not complaining. That means pizza sooner. I actually just ordered. I mean, right as I sat down, already here, taking my order, all good on that account. So far, things are running very efficiently here. There are pretty much 2 items on the menu, a pizza and a calzone. Pies are $28. It's not cheap. It's also worth noting that this is a BYOB establishment. I brought a beer, Beck's beer. There's nothing wrong with it, but no one's gonna say it's a great beer. Whatever, it's the only thing that I had in my refrigerator at the time. You know, it's better than just having water, so I'll deal with it. I barely had time to pop open my beer before my pizza was presented. All right, the pizza arrived super quick, like maybe 7 minutes. So fast, but whatever. It's here, it looks beautiful, it's glorious. It is now time to try Lucali. And look at this slice, oh my God. All right, let's go for it. It lives up to the hype. That is extraordinary. That is glorious, amazing pizza. So good. It is super thin and light, really fluffy and airy. This is a good slice, and it fits really nice in the hand. It's really nice to hold. And the cheese, the proportions of it, outstanding. Pies at Lucali are topped with 3 different kinds of cheeses, a low moisture mozzarella, a buffalo mozzarella, and Parmigiano Reggiano when it comes out of the oven. Fresh basil is also added to the pizza when it's done cooking. Not only does it visually enhance the pie, the herbal taste is much stronger and pleasant. So we got a pleasant char going on here. That's from the wood fire brick oven. Translates into a very pleasant texture. I mean, there's some flop to it here, but it holds up pretty nicely as well. And I just love the proportion of cheese on this pizza. I love cheesy things, no pun intended, and this is awesome. This hits every note perfectly. And that tomato sauce is just heavenly as well. Unlike a number of pizzerias that utilize sauce from a can, Lucali's makes its sauce fresh from cooking tomatoes for 4 hours. Upon taking a bite, the difference in quality is immediately apparent. The tomato sauce has the right amount of sweetness, salt, and acidity. It balances perfectly with the cheese and the super flavorful crust here. Really enjoying my pizza right now, but quite a lot of people out here still hoping to get in. So happy to be where I am right now. I feel extremely privileged. I'm literally at one of the greatest pizza places in the world, eating pizza that most people can only dream of. It's a dream come true for me. Pizza and beer. Super happy right now. If I had to make one complaint about the pizza, I would prefer the sauce and cheese to extend further around the perimeter of the pie. Since, when one is nearing the end of a slice, you don't get a complete bite of sauce and cheese, instead you get purely crust and a lot of it. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but what makes the pizzas at Lucali great is the quality ingredients utilized in harmonious proportions. Still, it's a small, nitpicking complaint of mine regarding what is already an extraordinary pizza. That was so good. Pleasantly full, not stuffed. I mean, the pizza, a lot of people are splitting it, but I ate the whole thing, no problem. I'm also about to pay the bill, and it is cash only, which is one of the hassles of the restaurant, but still, you know, it's a thing you gotta deal with. Besides, all these hoops you have to jump through, it's worth it. It lives up to the hype. After I paid, I went inside the restaurant to use the washroom and even saw Chef Mark Iacono. As I took care of business in the single bathroom, I couldn't help thinking that I was utilizing the same toilet Jay-Z and Beyonce used. How exciting. Look at this smile, look how happy I am. That was incredible. That was some of the best pizza, not only in New York City, but anywhere. Showing up early, paying in cash, all the hoops you have to go through, it's so worth it. It's a truly special place. Now, I think when it comes to crowning the very best pizza, a lot of it comes down to personal preference, because I could totally understand why someone would say Lucali is the greatest, hands down, period. I totally get it, and it is phenomenal either way. But then there's little things in terms of preferences. See, I like more of a crunch to my pizza, like you get from John's of Bleecker Street with their coal-fire brick ovens. So I still think John's of Bleecker Street is my favorite pizza, but Lucali's, wow, that was still probably easily top 5 pizzas I've ever had in my life. It is amazing, it's worth it. Any pizza fan has to go there. My only regret, I wish I could have eaten more food. I wish my stomach was bigger. I would have had one of their calzones, which they already have an amazing reputation for. They look absolutely amazing. But that'll have to be for next time. I also got to try one of their pies with toppings on them, like pepperoni, onions, garlic. This time, I just wanted the pure pizza flavor. And no regrets, because that was incredible as it is. It really doesn't even need toppings, but you know, I still love my pepperoni. Anyways, this was an amazing evening here in Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn, eating at one of my bucket list restaurants. It was incredible. Lucali's is amazing. Some of the best pizza anywhere. I loved it.